What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is stage 1 of the February racing series of Scotland, Racing Scotland, the new map, which is actually pretty cool, pretty fun. Not to brag, I did this exact same route just the other day, did pretty well. And now we're doing it again, but it's going to be a full-blown, all-out race from the gun instead of just, you know, Tour de Zwift. And I'm a little nervous because it's going to be a full gas, all-out race from the gun. Hey, nice. I have a strong hunch that this ain't Yo Mama's Tour de Zwift. This is going to be a tough one. So, the last one was sub 20 minutes. Look at me, not even paying attention. And this will be sub 19 minutes, is my hunch. I'm gonna full gas right here, sure, dude. All right, we're good. Recover. Taking a look at the course profile here, it is pretty rolling, pretty constantly up, constantly down, kind of comes to a head at about 5.5 kilometers, bombs downhill, and then there's a real steep loop-de-loop section, and then you have a full mile before the last little rise. I wouldn't really call it a kicker, a little rise of the to the finish line. I'm gonna do my best to stay in the group, not behind the group. As always, the goal is to finish with the group or in front of the group. I think I need more positive goals instead of like survive and not get dropped. I need goals that are like finish with the group. That's what we're gonna do. Feeling good. Keeping things moving though, that's for sure. Now I knew it was going to be a much more spicy of a pace going into this, considering it is a race. Of course, it's not just Tour de Zwift where people are quite literally just taking in the scenery and enjoying the new map. And that for sure proved to be true. And like I said, we are really keeping things moving here, just really pushing it. And it's a really nice route, actually, the way it does roll, as you will be putting out a lot of power throughout. For example, like right there with that dig that I just did. I mean, that's just the nature of it with those 1, 2, 3, 4% grades, and then you kind of rest for a second, and then it just kind of kicks back up, and there's little risers here and there. So super fun, keeps it rolling, as the title says, rolling Highlands, but it is really engaging in that way as well. So Zwift did a great job with this route. It is a lot of fun, and it was really nice doing Tour de Zwift on this exact route, followed by this race. I just know the course very well. I know the loop-to-loop kicker is coming up at the end. I'm just getting ready for that here in just a couple more miles. And then, yeah, if I'm hanging with them, I'll be in pretty good standings. So we're going to slow it down for these last 2.5 miles and see how things pan out. 2.5, Eric. Let's go. Dig it out. Come on. So as we're going through here, look at the bottom. Look at my power profile. I mean, definitely doing like threshold efforts here. Pretty sustained as well. So again, the power's pretty high. I use my drafting boost going across this banner, picking up another power up. And do I get dropped right here? No, this is not intentional, by the way. Very much not an intentional drafting technique. That's just me kind of tired. So catch back on. I have an arrow boost for the end. For what it's worth, I don't actually know. I do know. I'm not telling you. That's actually the case. So got this last little downhill portion here, and I kind of ramp it up. Try to stay up with this front group. They kind of started to split a little bit. I was like, well, no, I'm gonna try to stay up with these front boys here, with these lead dogs, and now I am one. Huh, look at this. So. Yeah, just trying to cruise, trying to draft with everybody else, do a little bit of a super tuck here for what it's worth. Try to, you know, bring the heart rate down a little bit. It kind of works. Comes down a few beats, actually, so that's good. Here it is going into this castle. I know this is the tough part, so I get in one last super tuck before this loop-de-loop. And then I go right up to the front of the group, and I absolutely blow the doors off myself more than anyone else in this entire race as it goes up to 9%. I mean, I come to the top of this, I'm in 3rd place overall. Like, this is fantastic. However, I'm doing 400 plus watts throughout that whole thing, so I, well, burned more than just one match in that effort. But I'm super proud of myself because I'm like, that's one thing I've always struggled with. Over the top of the hill, if I'm not in that front few, I'm out the back. So I'm in with the front few, and there's I think the very last super tuck as it hits -5% in with the group. But my heart rate's 185. 185, and when you get to the top of that hill, the loop-de-loop donut thing, you still have 1 full mile. You might as well have 100 miles at that point because it's a lot, and especially the pace we're moving and the power we're putting out, like, it's a lot. So I kind of fall to the back, put my arms on the bar. You've been watching me ride for a while. You know I'm tanked when my arms hit the bar. So I pick myself back up, really trying to push. 0.3 miles remaining. It's coming down to it. I know it kind of rises up here, and then it winds around, and the finish line is just there. So I'm staying with everyone as best I can. Use the aero boost. In hindsight, it was 100 years too early. Put in one last dig. Can barely breathe. Listen to this. Yeah, do what I can. Cross the line for 14th place overall out of 47. So, not bad, dude. Not bad.